Now it's the fun part of the podcast where we do our predictions and our confident points for the pay per view. This one is for Full Gear. So, how it works as of right now, we have 9 matches. So, we will put our 9 point value on the match we're most confident in, 1 point value on the match we're least confident in. Each match has a unique number to it. You can only use the number one time. So, I am the reigning defending KOP predictions champion, even though I do not have the title with me right now.
Where's
Buy
that?
a new one.
Where's that?
I'm going to get it after I'm victorious and retaining it on Saturday. I'm going to make sure I get it.
Buy a new one.
It might come to that, Paul. It might come to that.
I mean, I went cheap when we did this because it was just you and I. It's got our names on it. I think it's time for a new one now that we've got Shep.
It might be.
I found some really cool ones. Again, check out undisputedbelts.com.
No free ads, but check them out.
The KO. Yeah, well, they provided the KOP belt, so they kind of get free advertisement.
Are they the ones that Dax Hardwood was promoting as well?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember.
Because he had a little promotion going on when he did his short podcasting career, and then he got way too much effing heat on him for being too real, which is bullshit, but whatever.
Hopefully he picks it back up one of these days.
But they were doing a limited edition belt, and I can't remember the company he was doing it through. So,
but we'll start with the 0 hour match, which is for the ROH tag titles, MJF and To Be Announced versus the Guns.
Tanner, you're the champion. You go first.
Well, I am taking MJF and To Be Announced, which I think will be Samoa Joe, for 4 confident points.
I'm just here to be wrong, but I'm going MJF and himself for 7 points.
I'm joining the crew. I'm going MJF and To Be Determined for 6.
All right. I'm the low man there. International title, Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley 2. This journey for the international title has been interesting, to say the least, the last couple months.
So we talked about it earlier. We're in the themes of 2 tonight. And the main 2 is Hangman and Swerve. And that story is getting very personal. And I think they're doing a really, really, really good job with it. So I think we'll get it extended, meaning I think Hangman
rubber match.
Yeah, we'll get a rubber match. So I don't think we're going to get 2 rubber matches. So I'm going Jon Moxley 4 points.
Paul?
Man, I am almost right there with you. I was thinking Orange Cassidy all the way up until tonight, and the match and everything after the match swayed me over to Moxley for 5.
It swayed me the other way. I had Moxley ready, and now it makes me think that Orange Cassidy can't afford to lose. I'm taking Orange Cassidy for 3. But it's a real toss-up. It was a tough one. I'm surprised I have 2 others underneath that one. So, how about the TBS Championship? Chris Statlander, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. Triple threat. Paul, lead us off on this one.
All right. So, I think we're going to see the story between Julia and Sky Blue continue to play out in this. I'm a Statlander fan through and through. I've said Statlander for every other time. I'm going Sky Blue this time for 1 point. This was a tough one to choose, but the way the crowd's pushing Sky, it's time to give her something at least. Even if it's a 2-week run.
I think Sky Blue is an up-and-comer, and I think they got a lot with her. I don't think it's her time right now. I'm just going Statlander for 5.
I think this is a KOP first, where we have a triple threat and we all 3 pick somebody different. I'm taking Julia Hart for 6. I think she's a talent the crowd really likes, and when that happens, Tony likes to get a title on somebody. So
I had it until last week because we knew Sky Blue was going to end up in this. But when Sky stepped out from behind Statlander, that's when my thought process kind of went to Sky.
That match is probably gonna make or break this whole thing. So
And it always comes down to a women's match.
always
You
comes
know,
down to
it
Always.
always comes down to a women's match.
always, and there's no Jade for me to fall on like there was last year every time.
No, she's too busy working out at the Performance Center today.
Yeah, she's still 0-0 record over there.
Well, I mean, it broke wrestling Twitter today that she was at the Performance Center. Well, yeah, she's gonna go work out, dumbasses.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Nope.
It pissed me off today.
There was a few things on the internet that pissed me off today. So
I've been very irritable this week. So stupid stuff like that from stupid people just piss me off.
People suck.
And that is why I avoid the internet wrestling community.
Yeah. Smart man.
Well, there's not a lot of. Sorry to interrupt, Tanner.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hey, let's be honest, guys. When you go take a shit, what else are you going to do? You're going to look on Twitter and you're going to look on wrestling. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
The days of the magazine when you're on the shitter or reading the newspaper are gone. Hell, our town doesn't even have a damn newspaper anymore. So you can't read the damn newspaper on the shitter. So you got to read Twitter. So, damn it, that's what you're going to do.
FultonCountyPost.com. There you go, Shep.
Again, it's not a paper. It's on the internet.
It's digital.
Okay, well, in that point, go find the veteran Jack Vaughn and watch his stuff. He is absolutely hilarious, and his big thing is hashtag ban the super kick.
Well,
He didn't like the thigh slap, right?
He makes so much fun of the thigh slap, it's not even funny.
Well, speaking of thigh slaps and super kicks, how about the Young Bucks versus the Golden Jets? And the elite matches always kill me. They always kill me one way or the other in these.
I love that. Was it Nick Jackson earlier week? Like somebody asked him why they're doing this. He's like, because we want to get booked on the show. Like,
yeah, it was either this or we're not on the show.
It's either this or we're not going to be on the show.
Yep.
But there's a little bit of a oh God, what do I want to say here? Help me out. A stipulation to the match.
Yes.
Because if Omega and Jericho win, they take the number one contenders or the title shot for the tag team championships away from the Bucks. So we got a little bit of a
and if the Bucks win, the Golden Jets can't be a team anymore. So
there you go.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll go first. I got the Bucks for 3 points.
Oh, damn you, Shep. Now I'm gonna explain this, and it's gonna take a little bit of time. But it is for 3 points, so that's on you, Shep. I was all for the Golden Jets winning this thing earlier today until the graphic for All In pre-sale came up. Because if you look at that graphic, it is divided faces and heels. Omega's on the heel side, Jericho's on the face side. I don't know why, but that just makes me think, all right, the Bucks are going heel. Kenny will follow eventually. And then Kenny dropping a new shirt today that kind of a little bit different for Kenny style shirt. So I went the Young Bucks. 3 points.
Well, we are different here. I went Golden Jets for 1. I don't really know why. I mean, they got a new shirt on shopaew.com, and I just think there's more to this year. I think they eventually will have a rivalry again, Jericho and Omega. I think they got to be partners for a little bit. So,
yeah. I don't see them. The big thing is the tag titles because I don't know. I don't see them taking that chance away from the Bucks. There's too much positive things going on with the Bucks towards the tag titles right now that I think we're due for a Bucks tag title run here shortly. Yeah,
the tag team division's so hard to predict right now. Speaking of the tag team titles, on the line, 4 teams: LFI, House of Black, FTR, and Big Bill and Ricky Starks.
And this has got no build up at all.
No, it's 3 teams have tension, and then there's the champs.
Yeah. And it's been one of those collision rampage type of feuds, if you ask me, between these guys. Because my introduction to the fact that this match was even happening came at Collision. I mean, I knew it was happening, but seeing everybody who was involved happened at Collision when Starks and Bill said, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna even look at those guys, let alone wrestle them."
Yeah.
But I went Kings of the Black Throne for 2. House of Black, Kings of Black Throne, whichever way you want to go.
Okay.
Does Austin pick his boys?
I went FTR for 1.
At least you kept it low.
Well, here the only hope I got is we know we're going to get an FTR versus Bucks at some point, and if the Bucks beat the Golden Jets and keep their number 1 or their title shot, it's got to be against FTR. So, and hopefully we can get, I don't know, God, actually here's a pipe dream. Let's have the AEW tag team titles defended or represented January 4th at the Tokyo Dome at Wrestle Kingdom. Let's have the Bucks versus FTR for the AEW titles.
That is a pipe dream.
That is a pipe dream that could happen.
Good.
Because Tony Khan doesn't sleep, drinks a lot of coffee, and that's it.
Well, I think we can agree the one team that's probably not going to win this is LFI. So once again, we all differ. I'm taking Ricky Starks and Big Bill to defend their titles for 2 points.
All right.
I just can't. I will never pick. I will never pick Big Bill. Never.
I know you won't.
Never.
I know
never.
you won't. Texas Death Match: Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland 2.
All right.
This is gonna go to rubber match. I got sorry, Paul. I interrupted.
No, I was just gonna say you kind of have been talking about this all night, so lead us off.
I got Hangman Page for 8.
Ooh. All right. Very confident. I went Hangman for 4.
I went Hangman for 7. So we're all kind of on the same line there. 3-on-3 tag match, trios tag match. Sting, Darby, and Adam Copeland making his AEW pay-per-view in-ring debut versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. I think we're all on the same page here.
Sting doesn't lose.
Copeland's not going to lose.
Copeland is not going to lose in his debut.
Yeah.
How many? Shep, you cut out on my end. How many points?
Oh, sorry. I got.
He cut out again.
It looks like he said 7.
7.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I went 9 for Sting, Darby, and Copeland.
I went 9 as well. No way Sting's going to lose his first match at this point, and Adam's not losing his first in-ring pay-per-view match either. So,
and you didn't mention those 3 are accompanied by Ric Flair.
Woo!
Yeah, maybe I purposely forgot that.
He can take a bump.
No.
He's been cleared. He can medically take a bump.
No. I don't want to see anybody dying.
I'm just saying he can take a bump, guys.
Okay, fine. He can take a bump. Let him take a spear from Tanner's Goldberg.
Nope, let him take the suplex off the trailer onto the car. No, actually don't. He literally would die.
He might die. He might die. Luckily, Paul White has some broad shoulders that maybe took some bump that didn't snap his neck in two.
Yeah. So 2 more matches here. The AEW Women's Title: Hikaru Shida versus Toni Storm. Timeless Toni Storm.
I went Timeless Tony Storm for 6.
Ooh, that's a big one, Paul. I went Tony Storm for 2.
I went Tony Storm for 5. So feel bad for Sheeta. Another short reign, but Tony Storm's hot with the crowd. Tony likes that. So
And
in the main event,
main event time.
AEW World Title, MJF versus Jay White.
Well, it's the only one I haven't picked yet, guys. It ain't happening. I got MGF for 9.
I got MJF for 8.
I got MJF for 8 as well. It's not his time to lose it just yet.
No.
So
And as good as Jay White is not a guy to take that belt off of him.
Right.
right.
You've got 2 other opponents already set up for MJF, so
yeah. And World's End's right in his backyard in Long Island.
Yep.
At the end of the year, so
yeah.
Yep.
Just
that's why Samoa Joe is his partner makes sense. They then have the match at World's End. Oh, look, MJF goes into 2024 for the bidding war as champion.
Or Joe takes it off him.
Ooh.
I'm not showing my cards yet.
And actually, MJF came out this week on a podcast and said, look, it all comes down to the money. AEW has been great to me. They've been this, and this, but let's be real. It all comes down to the money.
Yep.
Now, whether people think he's already signed and he's still just playing the gimmick, to me, it's 50-50. But he's going to play that up.